Namaste and welcome everybody, whether you're watching live or on replay. You know, somebody actually asked me this question yesterday on behalf of a friend because they've been trying to answer this themselves and realised that perhaps it would be better just to look more deeply. And actually the question comes up a great deal in life, but also at events in many different guises and ways. And actually I responded to it recently on an interview with Guy Craft in Perth in Western Australia on the Humansplaining podcast. And that's the second interview I had with Guy, and you can look at on my YouTube channel. It's about half an hour in. But this video is really just about directly addressing, you know, is this the vexed question of humanity? Do we really know why we are here? What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? And, you know, as the self is realized, it becomes crystal clear as to what this is all about. And you know, the realization isn't that you are having a life. It is in fact that you are life, expressed in this unique form in your body here now, but you are all of it. And this individual expression at once. And these two are not separate. In fact, they are not two. So the realization of the self, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, is actually that you are life in the non-personal sense. And you know, this that we call life is eternal. Yes, of course, in the human experiences, it has a limited time span, but life does not stop and it does not begin. It actually has no beginning and no end. You know, one time when I was looking to reflect upon this and share this with people in a meditative space, I started with the words "in the beginning," and reflecting upon what to say after that. Closed my eyes. I was actually on a flight back from Lanzarote, went into the silence, and instantly the words came back, was the end. In the beginning was the end. And what that means is that life is eternal and that you are life. And so purpose and meaning, we give life purpose and meaning ourselves. Meaning and purpose are something that are ascribed from the human level. And it ultimately means that life is its own purpose, and its expression in you is its purpose. To explore, to experience life in you, through you, as you. And any meaning that emerges from that is something that you individually are ascribing, but ultimately, in the ultimate sense, there's a backdrop of actually that which is beyond or before meaning. And what that does, it creates a contextual field for which endless versions of purpose and meaning can emerge. It's a little bit like, without silence, you cannot have sound. You can have silence without sound, but you cannot have sound without silence. Just reflect upon that. Every single sound you have ever heard always eventually fades to silence. Silence remains unchanging, unmoved and untouched. And the contextual field of beyond and before, both meaning and purpose, means in life's individual expression, we become I'll have the opportunity to ascribe both meaning and purpose. And life thus becomes its own purpose and its own meaning. And the ultimate purpose and meaning or realization in life is that you are life itself in the ultimate and non-personal sense. This is beautiful beyond words. It cannot be articulated in words. It cannot be expressed. The words can only, at best, point at it. But this is the realization that you are life, and life thus becomes its own purpose and its own meaning. And life itself has chosen to express and experience itself in your form, my form, this building I am in here, and indeed in infinite variety. One insight that came to me about this from the silence whilst meditating was this, and it was in relation to life itself. And listen to this carefully. It said, variety is my cause. Variety is my cause. Life seeks to express and experience itself in endless and limitless variety, and therein is a beautiful purpose and meaning beyond the traditional human limited aspect of purpose and meaning. For life, as I've already said, then becomes its own purpose and its own meaning. For you, my friends, are that life and at cause of this endless variety. So I trust that's been useful to you, whether you've been watching live or on replay. Namaste, my friends. Namaste. We are life.